Now, speaking of money, you had a little issue with Michael Blackson back in the day.
I did?
Well, you said that you told him, and I guess his manager.
Oh, it was Chris Smith. All right, Chris Smith's agent at CAA, and me and Chris always had beef because I'm my own independent promoter.
Mm-hmm.
So if back in the day, if there was a promoter booking a show, and they was also going through Chris to book his comedians, me and him would clash heads because Chris, being CAA, would try to get the promoter to say, don't use TK Kirkland, use my comedians. I used to always try to make promoters men, because if I'm putting up money, it's my money now. You're not going to tell me who to put on my show. But the comedians will all fall. That's like I had to go rock with my street crew, because you're not going to tell us who to put on our show. And I felt that my hustler friends was more strong in their decision making and wasn't going to allow anybody to tell us. I mean, we had people that was actually coming to LA to meet Chris Smith. If he knows this, like Cruz was getting ready to come, they was looking for him because he would finagle people out of their money, would do a lot of crazy things. And people who put on shows have to know it's your money. You don't have to allow someone to tell you who to put on your show. Even like say a headline, because all this changed in my career, in my lifetime, my 40 years. There was a time that you could put whoever was on the show. There's certain comedians, when they started getting more popular, so they wouldn't be not exploited, someone else to be funny with them on the show, they start bringing their own comics.
Okay.
So that they could be protected. So that's what, and so some people got out of business, meaning some comedians wouldn't be able to work. What I did in 40 years, now let's say the last 5 years, I started putting on nobody on my show, just me. The reason why I would just put me on the show wasn't that I didn't think other comics was funny. It's just that if you have 4 comics on the show that's African-American, all of us, it may not be the same material, but it's going to be almost the same topics. Not same jokes,
right?
Same topics. Now, you sit in the audience, and I talk about Will Smith. You talk about Will Smith. Everybody else talk about Will Smith. The show is redundant.
Yeah.
So you have to put different people on the show. So it all comes down to, if you say something to a comic, the way the kids move today, they'll go tell other people, he's threatening me, he's holding me back. He knows that I'm funnier than him.
Yeah.
Funnier than who? I've been doing this 40 years. So to avoid all that, it really messes it up for other comics that I would love to get opportunities to, because I would love to have you on the show if you understood comedy IQ.
Well, you had mentioned something to the effect of you told Michael Blackson and this other guy how much money you made.
Right.
And they laughed at you.
They laughed. And I took it like a man, because my whole life was never have to prove nothing to someone. And on that particular day, I got caught slipping. And I wanted to prove that what I make. And I said, nah, it ain't worth it. Let people think what they want to think.